Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am your favorite Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon. Thank you very much for clicking on today's video. Okay, so today I am going to be sharing, why am I blushing? I'll be sharing the story of how I met my husband. I actually have a story of how I met my husband here, but today I want to share the story again because it's been a long time since I shared the last one. I want to share the story again and then I tell you lessons learned from the whole experience. These lessons could be they could be of help to people who are looking for husbands, people who are in a relationship with guys, or like you could just relate in one way or another. Okay, so if you're interested to see this, keep watching. What do you guys think about my new intro? Please tell me what you think about it. I so love it. My brother made it for me. I'm just like, Kenna. So which day will you finally sit down and make an intro for yourself? Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here. So when I was in the University of Yaoundé, right, I had this friend of mine. Her name was Kati used to come a lot to spend weekends with me in Swab, but she was in the Catholic University, so she was living in town, and each time she'll come, we'll hang out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then she goes back Sunday in the evening. But I noticed that there was this particular Sunday she came and she was in such a hurry. She was like, oh, I want to go back and cook arrow. She has to go and cook arrow for my brother-in-law because she was really good friends with my brother-in-law. And I was like, why do you want to go and cook arrow? Like, then she was like, well, it's because his brother has come and the brother would like to eat something really nice, so so she would like to go and cook them arrow. Then after, now since it was still in the morning on the Sunday, she was like, but Kenna, you cook arrow really well, come now. She started convincing me because she was like, she was not in the mood to cook arrow, so she was trying to convince me to basically come with her so that I can make the arrow. And I was like, auntie, please, today is not that day for me. I'm not feeling like making arrow, so I'm not going with you. And she was like, see, that his brother that is coming, he's so cute and then he's proud, that's why he'll be feeling himself. My husband, in case you don't know, that's why he'll be feeling himself. He's so nice. Thinking, I was even thinking that we can hook you. I was like, auntie, please stop there. I am not interested. Because she was telling me a story of pancake, and I used that story to tease my husband all the time. She was like, you not believe that I got up one morning, I was making them pancake. As I was turning the pancake up and down, my husband told her that
I said, now only pancake will make away the turn and so I was just like, I beg.
Annoying vibes. I don't want that kind of boy, so I'm not interested. So that was just it. I think that was the only time we ever spoke about my husband. We forgot about it. That was, I think, 2010 2011 in Yaoundé. Yeah, so after that, now I'd never talked about him again and anything. So now to the real story. When I came to Douala and I was working at the TV station, my husband is one of those people who loves Cameroon TV. He loves Cameroon TV so much, so he's always watching all the TV stations and things like that. So he watched me on TV basically, and when he saw me, he copied my name, went to Facebook, looked for me and sent me a friend request. When I saw it, when I was working at the TV station, guys, it was so annoying. You know, I don't know whether it's in every other part of the world, but in Africa, in Cameroon in particular, a lot of people are obsessed with journalists. When they see beautiful journalists, handsome journalists, they just want to be your friend, they just want to know you. So I was having a lot of friend requests, and so I was being very picky. But I remember on the day when he sent me the friend request, I opened it and I just tried to scroll down. I was like, this is a cute dark guy, my spec. Okay. So I was like, okay, this guy is my spec. Not that he's asking me out, but he's my spec. He's handsome, he looks nice. Okay, so I scrolled down. On scrolling down, I saw my Kati's friend, that's my husband's brother, my brother-in-law, and I was like, oh wow, okay. I tried to do my research, Facebook research, right, and I noticed that okay, this is probably that guy that Kati had spoken to me about. So inside my head, I'm like, okay, maybe finally Kati them have gone ahead and they have told this boy that they have a friend, blah blah blah. So I just accepted the friend request and we started talking. Please, let's pause a bit. If you are watching and you have reached this part and you have not subscribed, please just subscribe and click on the like button. Okay, I will talk about the story and then at the end I'll give you people the lessons, because if I'm giving the lessons while telling the story, it's going to be jumbled up. So we started talking. I was talking with him, and I was expecting I was going to say, oh, this is my brother, Kati told me about you, and he'd never mentioned anything. So I was like, okay, it means that maybe he just saw me. I never asked him where he saw me or anything, because you know the way it was back in the day. People just scroll on Facebook, see beautiful girls, start following them, start asking them out and things like that. So I was just like, maybe it's one of those cases. So we were talking and talking and talking and getting to know each other. We spoke for, I think, like 1 month. And one Saturday, I can remember, I went to work and he wrote to me. We're talking on Facebook Messenger, and he was like, oh, I want you to come, I want us to have lunch. And I was like, I don't have a problem with having lunch with you, but my problem is I don't know you like that. I have never seen you face to face. So yeah, he was actually asking me to come to his house for lunch, and I was like, no, I cannot come to your house for lunch, Papa, I beg. I don't know you like that. It's true that I know a lot of people who knew him, because we have over 200 mutual friends. I knew a lot of people who knew him, but I was like, I'm not comfortable coming to your house, just like meeting a stranger. If you want me to come to your house, you have to come here and meet me. So he left. After I finished work like 12, he came now to my office. We're living in Deido, Bonateki. He left and he came to my office, and when he came, I went downstairs, prepared. I told my friends, oh, please, I'm going to this and this place, this is the person's number, this is the person's this. If anything happened to me, you both should know that this is what is happening. So I left and I went. When I went there, I met him, cute guy. As in pictures, he was not what I ordered versus what I got. He was a cute, nice guy. We discussed, yeah, left, went to his house. When we went to his house, we had lunch. From lunch, we just sat down, discussed. He carried me back. He came and left me at my house in Bonaberi, because at that time I had my own house. Okay, he came and left me, and that's where it just started. After he traveled, and then when he traveled, we used to always talk on the phone, because at that particular time he was traveling a lot, so we used to talk a lot on the phone and all that. From the first day he met me, he said, when we're talking, as we're getting to know each other, I told him that my elder sister was married to a Bayangi man, and he made this statement:
your father is just going to say that another Bayangi man.
I was like, where will you first welcome? See me, this boy. What's I go for come home, my papa? So then my papa will talk and I say another Bayangi man. I was like, Uncle Shift, you're not all that. Okay, so we just laughed about it, and he was always making that statement to me that your father is just going to say that another Bayangi man. I was just like, see me, this man. So yeah, guys, that was basically it. We just got to know each other by when he traveled and he came back. My husband was like, I'm going to go and tell my mom about you. And I was like, go now, you know, that kind of thing. I was daring him, because inside my head I know that guys like to talk a lot. Guys would like to be frightening you with marriage and all that. I was like, oh,
go and tell your mother, there's no problem, go and tell your mother.
And he went and he told his mother, and he came back. I was like, okay. So I told my mom is expecting I'll come and see her out.
The hair, Uncle, you actually went and told your mother, hey, I am gone and finished.
Inside my head at that time, we're not even dating like that. Oh, we are not. Well, I'm not even fully agreed that we're in a relationship. How can you be telling your mother that you have found the girl you want to marry? That was how it basically happened, guys. And after some time, we like things just happened. Boom, 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 and here I am, 8 years in his house. That is basically how I met my husband. I don't want to go in a lot of details, because I already have a story time like this on this channel. I'm going to leave it up here so that you can go and watch it if you want to hear the whole gist to when we got engaged and all that. But that's basically it, and it's from here that I want to say the lessons I learned from this situation, lessons that could be of help to young girls out there who are in relationships, who are seeking to get married. And first thing that you should know about this was that when I met my husband, guys, I was not looking. As in, I had looked, because I've told you guys I was really crazy about marriage. So I had looked and looked, and I was at the point I was not giving up, but I had just decided to calm down basically about it. I decided that I was not going to be stressing about it, thinking about it too much. I was just like, you know what, at this point I just want to chill, have fun. So I was at that I'm having fun part of my life. I'll just enjoy my life one day at a time, just living and having a great time basically. So while I was at that stage in my life, that is when I saw my husband. So that's the first lesson. Sometimes we spend a lot of effort looking like, oh, is this one going to be my husband? Is this one going to be my husband? Is it the one that will be with me? Is it the one? if you actually sit down and relax, like just take it easy on yourself, just relax, you might find the person. I know a lot of women who confess that when they just relax, when they decided to forget about the thing and just enjoy life, that's when it came. So that is the first advice I have. Like, don't put your head a lot in it. When you are constantly struggling, that's when a lot of men can feed from this. They see it. A lot of these guys, they are very smart. They can see it when this girl is looking at it like, okay, I'm getting to that point where this girl is getting to that point where she wants to get married, so I will sell her the marriage story. Even if I don't want to marry her, even if I don't want to be with her, I will sell the story so that she should feel comfortable and give me everything I want. So that is the very first lesson I learned from this whole thing. I was not looking. That's when it came. I was not dating. There were many guys asking me out, but I was not just jumping into a relationship with them. Majority of the guys that were asking me out at that time, I liked some people, but I was not, for me it was not complete because they were lacking here and there. So when my husband came, I was like, okay, this is one of those people. But getting to talk with him, getting to know him better, I was like, oh, okay, so this person suits me better. Next lesson or the next advice I'll give is God's time is the best. God's timing is the best. I know a lot of people say that's cliche, God's timing, blah blah blah, people just keep talking, but God's time is the best at the end of the day. Maybe if I had followed my friend and went and met my husband on that day that my friend wanted me to meet my husband, maybe we would not be married today. Maybe we would have dated and broken up and gone our separate ways. But God's time was the best. That's why when my friend was like, Kenna, come on, this guy, I was like, please, I'm not interested. You get, it's because God knew what he was doing. God knew that, Kenna, this is not the time for you to meet this man. This is not the time I want you people to be together, so don't go. You get, so God's time is the best. Don't be sitting and thinking, but if I had accepted John yesterday, we would have been happily married today. If I had, please, God's time is the best. If you have not accepted that person, God knows why he made things to be like that. So that's another thing. Don't try to work on your time. Keep it in mind that God's time is the best thing. Okay, is when I met my husband, right guys, the first day, at first sight, my husband is handsome. Like I keep saying, he's cute, dark, my spec, tall. Yes, my husband is the cutest, but oh my god, when I met my husband, guys, the way he dressed, it was not my style. It was not my style at all. He was this cute looking guy, everything, but the way he dressed, I was just like, oh my god. And just something like that, girls have rejected guys, rejected their future husbands or their would be husbands because of the way the guy dressed. My husband, not that he looked shabby or anything, but he was wearing trousers, material trousers, and a skirt and a shirt. Sorry, he did not stick it in, God forbid, because if he had put it in with leather slippers, I would have started crying. But he did not. He wore a normal trousers, apaga. Do you guys know what apaga? No, not apaga, like baggy, or those big trousers like that with a big shirt. And at that point, myself and my friends, we used to laugh at guys who dressed like that. Okay, we used to laugh at guys who dressed like that. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, cute guy, but the way he dresses. But I did not let that tell me, I did not let that be like, okay, because this guy is not dressing like the way I want, he's not my type, I beg, I'll not be able. No, I did not let that happen. When I saw it, I was taken aback, but I was still like, it doesn't change who he is. I still went in, you get. So a lot of us, we see guys that, oh, his hairstyle is not my kind of hair, he doesn't dress the way I like it, he's not looking like this. When it comes to physical, and for me, it doesn't make any sense when it's physical things that you can change. It doesn't make any sense. When I got married to my husband, that's how he always likes to dress. Generally, my husband is the suit guy. My husband likes putting on his suits and things like that. And I like when he also wears this, he looks so nice in suits, but I also like when he wears casual, like normal jeans and t-shirts, khaki pants, shorts. And oh my god, my husband has cute legs. Yeah, he has. Is this video about me praising my husband? Anyway, my husband has cute legs, so I love when he wears shorts and t-shirts and things like that. But he was not wearing them. When I met him, he was mostly wearing his material trousers, his leather slippers, and his shirt. So what did I do? I did not run away from this guy because, oh my god, he's wearing but only the kind of things I don't like. No, I did not run away from him. I was like, okay, this one is not a stumbling block. what did I do? I started gifting him things I liked. I started gifting him these African tops, these African shirts. I started gifting him shorts, or I gift him khaki trousers, t-shirts, things like that. And trust me, when I started gifting my husband, he did not just start wearing them immediately. I gifted him some of those things. My husband was not still wearing them, my dear people. He would still leave it and wear only what he liked. But once in a while, there were times I actually took some of his things and hid, like those things that he was always wearing. I stole them and hid them. And when he gets up, he looks, he doesn't see, he will just be like, okay, let me just wear these trousers that Kenna wore. And well, guess what? When he started wearing those things, a lot of people were telling him, oh my god, you look nice, you look nice, you look nice. And that is how he started wearing those things. So some of you people should not be wanting completely ready-made men, like he dresses exactly how I like, he has this, he has that, he has that. You get, no, that's not how it is. So that is another lesson I learned. Like, okay, this person might not be like his physical, like clothing and all those things is not what I like, but you can make it the same. As maybe you could meet a guy and you're always wearing very baggy clothes, and the guy's like, baby, I like sexy, I like you wearing, and he buys you some of those things and you start wearing it, and then you actually start enjoying wearing the things. That's just what happened to my husband and myself. So first one, oh my god, when I say explain this to some people are like, gosh, God forbid, but this is what happened. So when I got into the car and I left to my husband and we went to his house, see guys, my husband's house was cute, clean. Like majority of the furniture we had now, he already had. He was set to go, as in he was just looking for a woman to just carry and just put inside the house, basically. So he had everything, his furniture, everything. His house was clean, he had a cleaner, everything. But guys, if you know Douala, you could see a very clean house inside, but outside is not the best. So my husband, I know that he was teasing me or testing me, but people, some people, he still refuses to today that he was not testing me, because there were two roads to go to his house. One road was one very jaga dirty road where they throw dirt, the place was dirty, and then the other road was basically not bad, like a normal Cameroonian kind of road, okay, not too clean, not too dirty, just normal. He did not take, and that was the main entrance to his house. My husband did not take that entrance. My husband now carried me and went to that dirty road for me to pass. So inside my heart, as I was walking, I'm not going to come and pretend here, I was just like,
Kenna, don't find man. You say you are married. You say you are follow. You are going to a house.
I was already disappointed. If I was one of those girls, some of you young girls today, just by passing on that road, I would be like, boy, bye, I can't go to your house, please, let's stand by the road, let's go and eat somewhere. I cannot do this. But I followed him and we went there, because I wanted to see where this man was taking me to. I went there, and the second he opened his house, I was in shock, because his house was spotless, well equipped, everything was in the house, you get. So if you're looking more at flashy, my husband did not have a car. Hearing the stories I'd heard about him when he was coming to get me, honestly, I'm not even going to come here and lie, I thought that my husband was going to come, and you know, he had a car, he was going to carry me. So I was already feeling myself to sit in the front seat of the car. Excuse me guys, I got to he told me we're taking a taxi. I was like, that was already one thing that was always like, so the boy no game motor. The next thing we went, so only the fact that he did not have a car, that road, I would have just been like, oh my god, this guy trying to kill me, like, it's not my choice, I'm leaving. But I did not let that happen. I followed him, and when I entered the house, I was like, wow, my husband was set, guys. He was pretty comfortable, he had everything. And I can remember when I was talking to a couple of people about, I want to marry this guy. Some people were asking, does he have a car? And I'm like, no, my husband does not have a car. A lot of people were like, I don't fit me, and for this Douala, I should marry a man that does not have a car, more the trek, after I've been trekking all my life. And I was just like, but today, we have a car, we are comfortable, life is going well. So that's just another thing. Don't be deceived by flashy, he has money, he has this. Please guys, is this gist sweet? Are you enjoying this gist? Please, so click on the like button if you're enjoying it, share it if you're learning something from it, ask your people to come and subscribe to me. Next lesson I learned, okay, because I've been dating, and inside my head I was like, no, we were almost married, but it did not happen. We were almost married. You date a guy 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, but it's not happening. Inside my head I was like, maybe it's because things did not work out. But when I met my husband, the way he was certain that I was his wife, he did not sit to start jumping left, right, front. No, he started telling me from the first day, like I told you, he said your father will say another Bayangi man. He started saying it from that day, and I saw him making actions from that day till the day that he went and met his mom, we met my parents, we got married and all that. So what I learned from that situation, and also from talking to other women, is that when a man knows that he will marry you, he knows all those men that will be keeping you as Lord of the Ring, they are not yet sure. They are still testing the waters. They are still trying. That's why sometimes you see some of those cases will end up in marriage and some will not end up in marriage. When a man is ready for marriage, he is ready. I saw that with my husband. My husband was ready to get married. If he was listening to things around him, maybe we wouldn't have ended up getting married, or maybe we wouldn't have gotten married when we got married. But just because he was already ready, he was certain that this is who he wants to marry. I want to get married, I love this girl, she's the one I want. Boom boom boom, things just went pop 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 pop, and we got married. Okay, so yeah guys, this is my story. This is how I met my husband. These are the lessons I have here. 5 lessons from the whole meeting my husband and all that. Do you guys have any lessons from this story? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys very much for watching today's video, and I am going to see you on my next one. Love you. Bye.